ex-pool cleaner accused, unraveling the tragedy. Welcome back to Dark Case Stories, your destination for chilling true crime stories that delve into the darkest corners of human nature. From unsolved mysteries to notorious serial killers, we uncover real-life cases that shock, terrify, and leave you questioning everything. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss any of our gripping stories. In a tragic turn of events, the serene landscape of a popular resort city south of Manila has been shattered by a horrifying crime. The bodies of David Fisk from Sydney, his partner Lucita Cortez, and her relative were discovered tied up in a hotel room, revealing a chilling atmosphere that once welcomed tourists seeking a peaceful getaway. David Fisk was a self-made entrepreneur who founded a logistics and supply chain firm in Sydney. Starting with a modest team, David grew his company into a reliable service provider for small and medium-sized businesses across Australia. His attention to detail and ability to negotiate lucrative contracts earned him respect in the industry, but also attracted rivals. Colleagues described David as a visionary with a knack for solving complex challenges. However, his path to success wasn't smooth. He had faced legal disputes over intellectual property rights and disagreements with business partners in the past. Just before his fateful trip, David had been negotiating the sale of a significant share of his company, a deal that had reportedly soured over accusations of financial misrepresentation. Some insiders speculated this dispute might have led to lingering animosity. Born and raised in Sydney, David grew up in a middle-class family that valued hard work and determination. His father was a tradesman and his mother a nurse, instilling in him a strong work ethic. As the eldest of 3 siblings, he often took on a leadership role, a trait that followed him into his adult life. David's love for travel began in his late 20s when he ventured across Southeast Asia. It was during one of these trips that he fell in love with the Philippines, enchanted by its vibrant culture, warm people, and scenic landscapes. Over time, he built connections in the country, both professional and personal. Lucita Cortez, 55 years old, was born in a rural province in the Philippines, where life was simple but often challenging. She was the eldest of 4 siblings and took on the role of a second parent after her father passed away when she was just 12. Her mother worked tirelessly as a market vendor to support the family, while Lucita balanced her studies with household responsibilities. Lucita was known in her community for her cheerful demeanor and unyielding determination. Despite financial constraints, she excelled in school, earning a scholarship to study tourism management at a local university. This education became her ticket to a better life. After completing her degree, Lucita moved to Manila, where she found work as a travel agency manager. Her natural charisma and excellent organizational skills made her popular with clients, many of whom were foreigners seeking to explore the Philippines. Lucita dreamed of one day owning her own travel business, catering to tourists while promoting the hidden gems of her home province. Her job also allowed her to send money back to her family, helping her younger siblings complete their education. If you've made it this far, we kindly ask you to smash that like button and help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to us, and we're truly grateful for it. Thank you so much. Her dedication to her family and her aspirations painted a picture of a woman who carried the weight of her responsibilities with grace. Lucita first met David Fisk when he walked into her agency seeking help with his travel plans. Their professional interaction quickly turned into friendship, and later, romance. David was drawn to Lucita's kind heart and strength, while she admired his ambition and generosity. Their relationship faced challenges, particularly due to their different cultural backgrounds and long-distance nature. However, they navigated these obstacles with mutual respect and a shared vision for the future. Lucita often described David as her biggest supporter, encouraging her to chase her dreams even when the odds seemed stacked against her. David and Lucita's relationship was not just about romance. It was a partnership rooted in understanding and compromise. They frequently visited each other's families, with David making an effort to embrace Lucita's Filipino traditions and values. In recent months, they had begun planning their future together, discussing the possibility of settling in the Philippines and starting a small tourism business. David wanted to invest in her dream as a testament to their shared commitment. Their trip to the resort city south of Manila was meant to be a celebration, a time to relax, dream, and plan. Tragically, it turned into the darkest chapter of their story. Authorities have identified a suspect in this heinous act, a former pool cleaner who allegedly harbored a deep grudge against the hotel. Reports suggest that he might have sought revenge for being dismissed from his position at the resort, leading to a series of fateful decisions. Eyewitness accounts indicate that the suspect claimed to have entered the victim's room impulsively, taking advantage of an open window. This shocking breach of safety has left many questioning how such a tragedy could unfold within a hotel that was meant to provide security and comfort. The discovery of the bodies was made on July 10 by a hotel employee who stumbled upon the gruesome scene. 3 victims, their hands and feet bound. This incident not only highlights the grim realities faced by travelers, but also raises critical concerns about safety and security in hospitality settings. In the following segments, we will delve deeper into the implications of this tragedy and explore the broader context of safety in resorts, as well as the emotional aftermath for the families affected. Stay tuned as we unravel this unsettling story. As the community grapples with the shock of this tragic event, the details surrounding the victims are heartbreaking. The 3 individuals identified were Sydney man David James Fisk, aged 57, his partner Lucita Barquin Cortez, who was 55 years old, and Cortez's Filipina daughter-in-law. This incident has not only shattered their family, but also resonates deeply across communities far and wide. Following the heinous act, a former employee was arrested, stirring a mix of emotions from disbelief to relief. This pivotal moment occurred on a Wednesday, confirmed by a government official and local police. The news of an arrest brought a glimmer of hope that justice might be served for those who lost their lives in such a cruel manner. During a pre-dawn press conference, Tagaytay's mayor, Abraham Tolentino, alongside police officials, introduced the handcuffed suspect. Clad in a hoodie, dark eyeglasses and a face mask, the man remained unidentified to the public at that time, raising questions and concerns from the community. The police chief, Charles Davon Capaguan, stated that this individual would face serious criminal complaints, including charges for murder and robbery. Such severe allegations highlight the gravity of this crime and the ongoing commitment to ensure justice for the victims. Mayor Tolentino took a moment to address the gravity of the situation, offering sincere apologies to the families affected by this tragic loss, and extending his sentiments to Australia, where the victims hailed from. His acknowledgement signifies not only accountability, but also an effort to restore faith in the local authorities tasked with ensuring safety and security within the region. In the mayor's address, he expressed both the urgency and determination of the local government to resolve this case promptly. "We are pleased to present to you the main suspect in this brutal crime," he stated, reinforcing a promise made to the public to achieve justice within a week. This assurance reflects the proactive approach the Tagaytay police have taken, aiming to bring clarity and closure to those grieving the loss of their loved ones. As the investigation unfolds, it is vital for us to remember the victims, their stories, their loved ones, and the impact this tragedy has on all of us. The emotional aftermath leaves a heavy burden on the families affected, and as a community, it is imperative that we stand in solidarity with them, seeking understanding and support during this incredibly difficult time. The implications of this tragedy stretch beyond individual pain. They serve as a stark reminder for all of us to evaluate the safety measures implemented in tourist destinations. Let us keep the families in our thoughts as we explore these broader themes of safety and emotional resilience in the wake of such unsettling events. The investigation took a significant turn when authorities identified the suspect through images captured by security cameras. Notably, at least 3 hotel employees recognized him, recalling his face when his mask slipped down during the incident. This crucial identification propelled the police towards the suspect's last known whereabouts, leading them to his home province in Batangas, near Tagaytay. According to Police Chief Capagcuan, after some deliberation, the suspect decided to surrender on Tuesday. This action seemed to be driven by a desire to escape the legal repercussions stemming from his earlier decisions. Digging deeper into the man's motivations, it became clear that personal grievances had fueled his actions. Capagcuan revealed that the suspect aimed to retaliate against the hotel management after he was dismissed from his position as a swimming pool cleaner. His dismissal, linked to a robbery incident in March, created a twisted sense of revenge that manifested in his violent actions. Authorities are now planning to file criminal complaints of robbery, in addition to the more severe charges related to the recent killings. The gravity of the situation escalates as they piece together the suspect's involvement in the tragic events that unfolded. It was reported that during this harrowing incident, the man brutally attacked an Australian victim, seizing his watch and shoes. The situation turned even more tragic as he suffocated the victim's partner and her daughter-in-law, showcasing a chilling descent into violence that has left the community reeling. As the investigation continues, the police emphasize their commitment to ensuring justice for the victims and their families. The community is undoubtedly left questioning how such violence could occur in a place meant for relaxation and safety. This troubling case serves as a stark reminder of the undercurrents that can exist beneath the surface of even the most serene settings. It forces us to confront the reality that workplaces, relationships, and personal grievances can culminate in catastrophic outcomes. It's crucial for us to remain vigilant and advocate for rigorous safety measures in hospitality and tourism sectors. We must also acknowledge and support the emotional resilience necessary to heal in the aftermath of such tragic events, as families and communities come to terms with their loss. An unforeseen tragedy struck a family vacation in the Philippines, forever altering their lives. It began with an unexpected intrusion. An assailant, armed with a knife, gained entry through an open window, leading to unimaginable consequences. In the wake of this incident, the Australian woman and her daughter-in-law are to be laid to rest in their family's home province, while the remains of the Australian man will be flown back to Sydney. The couple had initially planned to return to Australia on July 10, the very day their lives were tragically cut short. Instead, they chose to enjoy a short getaway in Tagaytay. Tagaytay, known for its cool climate and stunning views of one of the world's smallest active volcanoes, attracts locals and tourists alike. It offers breathtaking landscapes, along with a plethora of restaurants, viewing decks and accommodations, in one of which became the site of this horrific crime. As we navigate through the aftermath, let us remember the importance of community and support during such dark times. Healing must begin, not just for the victims' families, but for all who are affected by violence in peaceful getaways. Make sure to stay with us as we bring you the latest developments. Thank you for joining as we explore the complexities of this developing case. The search for justice and the truth continues to be at the forefront as fresh information becomes available and court actions develop. Remember to subscribe, like, and share to keep up with this and other interesting articles.